Okay, yeah, caught by surprise there. As you can probably see, the beard went off and now it's starting to grow back. I'll try and keep it under control. Um, Problem is, at home, we've got a sort of lockdown here in Thailand. Um, Not a great deal of motivation to keep on top of it. This is Rob Walker's thread that I'm going to jump on, and it's about five artists groups that you wish you had seen but haven't. And I tried to get down to five, and I ended up with seven, which is typical of me. But I'm going to run through them pretty quickly. Two of them are dead, so let's get started with the dead ones. Right at the top of the tree, of course, Jimi Hendrix, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, to be specific. I once had an opportunity to see him at the Isle of Wight in 1970, which was in effect his last public appearance. But unfortunately, my mother put her foot down, so I didn't go. I was extremely upset about that, and even more so in middle of September when he was found dead. So he is certainly one that I wished I had seen. Next, the second dead one. Um, this is a more recent love that I acquired over the last 20 years, and that's the artist formerly known as Prince, but known as Prince. Prince, I really fell in love with this guy in the late 80s, early 90s, particularly the latter work. Although I've gone back, an absolute tragedy. We lost him 4 years ago, and who could not be inspired by the 1984 Purple Rain? I'd love to have seen that, and the 1996 Emancipation tour after he escaped from that wicked Warner Brothers contract. So I really wish I'd seen him. Third up, a band that have now disbanded, but Jethro Tull. I had a great opportunity once again in 1969 to see them. They were hardly known then, a very small club, and I'll talk about that club on another video. And there was a Sunday night gig, and the venue only held about 150 people. But on that particular Sunday when they were playing live, this was the first album, I was sick, so I didn't make it and never got to see them after that. But Montreux 2003, what a tremendous DVD that is. Next up is a band that are still going, and who else? The Rolling Stones. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see them in Hyde Park, although sometimes I have a memory that I was there. That was in the early 70s. But my sister, she saw them in 1963, very envious of her. Maybe I will get to see them, but I guess they're running out of years now. Absolutely awesome. The greatest rock and roll band in the world, even now. Next up is another giant from that era. The man who basically is at the top of the tree when it comes to guitar playing in rock, blues, and sort of rock jazz circles, Mr. Jeff Beck. I listened yesterday to parts of his live at Ronnie Scott's, and it's just absolutely wonderful. And I really would have wished to have been in that audience. He is definitely a master at work, and a fantastic appreciation as well. I saw him appreciating his bass player when she did her solo. Marvelous musician. And I've got two more to give you. The next is a man that I've really got to love over the years, Ry Cooder. I've got a lot of his collection. And when I watched Let's Have a Ball, the Santa Cruz, California concert in 1987, I really wished I could have been in that crowd. what a whoopee of a concert that is. If you haven't seen it, get to YouTube and watch it. And the last one is a more recent sort of love, and it's the African singer and world-renowned, what's the word I'm looking for? She's done a lot of charity work. Angelique Kidjo from Benin, fluent in 3 languages, particularly the recent Remaining Light concert, which I think is still on YouTube. This woman is an extraordinary singer. She has a vibrant band. She attracts the best of the best, and I'd really like to swing my hips, even though they're getting a bit big, at one of her venues. So that's my 7. I hope you enjoyed it. And comments, of course, I love comments. I want to engage with my audience here. I don't want you to just sort of nod. If you didn't like it, or you feel I could improve in some shape or form, then please tell me. I'm not an expert in making videos, and I'm not an expert when it comes to music, although I do know a thing or two, having listened to it now for the best part of 56 years. But I am open to any ideas. So that's my lot, VC.